Well, diplomatic tensions between Turkey and Russia have gone up a gear after Turkey claimed again that a Russian jet violated its airspace, this time on Friday. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has warned Russia that it will face what he calls consequences over the incident, which he's looking to discuss, he says, with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. Russia's state news agency says its country denies that this ever happened. And NATO Secretary General, that's Jens Stoltenberg, warned Russia to fully respect, his words, NATO airspace, and called for calm from both sides. There was already bad blood between the two countries after a similar incident last year. Then Turkey shot down a Russian fighter plane on November the 24th. You might remember that extraordinary dramatic footage. That was after it allegedly violated Turkey's airspace for 17 seconds near the Syrian border.
If Russia continues to violate Turkey's sovereignty, they will bear the consequences. Such irresponsible behavior will not contribute to improving the relationship between NATO and Russia or to peace in the region. On the contrary, it will do harm.
My colleague Zeyna Hodder, she's in Gaziantep in southern Turkey and has more on the response from the Turkish Foreign Ministry.
In their statement, they describe this incident as, quote, yet another example of Russian escalatory behavior. Even the President Erdogan said that this was an attempt by Russia to escalate tensions in the region. Like you mentioned, the Turkish Foreign Ministry said that the plane violated its airspace on Friday. They summoned the Russian ambassador. They protested the action. They condemned the action. We have to remember tensions were at an all-time high, really, just a few weeks ago in November, when the Turkish Air Force shot down a Russian jet. Now, Russia did not respond militarily. Yes, there were a war of words, but Russia also took severe actions. It imposed economic sanctions on Turkey, and it took a number of actions inside Syria, which really tied Turkey's hands inside Syria. We have to remember these two powers are on the opposing divides in the Syrian conflict. So this is a very dangerous situation. We've also heard statements from NATO urging Russians to avoid such violations in the future.
Well, that was Zeyna Hodder in Turkey. Joining me, Fadi Hakour, a Turkey expert and associate fellow at the UK-based think tank Chatham House. Last time that Russian aircraft was over Turkish airspace, Turkey says, for 17 seconds, and it managed to shoot it down then. We don't know how long this one violated Turkey's airspace for. But why didn't it try to shoot it down this time?
I think that Turkey did not want to be blamed for prematurely jeopardizing the Geneva peace talks that are now taking place over Syria. At the same time, also, I think the United States restrained Turkey this time to avoid any direct confrontation between a NATO partner and Russia. I think that also Russia's very, very robust reaction to the previous downing of the Russian Sukhoi 24 jet, I think, played a part in containing Turkey's reaction.
Because Turkey didn't get very much sympathy last time, did it?
Turkey did not get much sympathy beyond rhetoric that NATO and the United States, United Kingdom, etc., expressed support for Turkey's protection of its airspace. But really, in terms of action, we did not see much response from NATO partners towards Turkey's confrontation with Russia.
We don't know whether this has happened. It's a claim put out there by the Turkish Foreign Ministry and Mr. Erdogan there, but Russia says it didn't happen. What would it take, though, for Turkey to take this to another level? Does it mean Russia can do what it likes in that area now?
Russia has brought in some very, very sophisticated weaponry to northern Syria, including a very advanced radar, anti-radar system, as well as brought in some Sukhoi 34 jets, which are far more advanced than the jet that was shot down by Turkey 2 months ago. So I think that Turkey now's room for maneuver is a lot smaller than it was a few months ago.
How likely do you think, Fadi, with these talks perhaps getting underway, perhaps some kind of talks at least starting fairly soon, for a diplomatic solution to what's happening in Syria? Or are we going to see more and more and more of what we've seen now for 5 years with these little sidebar issues such as the Turkey-Russia incident?
I think that the rapprochement between Turkey and Russia is extremely remote. Both countries are upping their rhetoric against each other. I think both are diametrically opposed in terms of their objectives in Syria. Turkey favors regime change, whereas Russia is promoting regime stability.
Russia imposed sanctions. Are they hurting Turkey?
They are hurting Turkey. They are expected this year to affect around $9 billion of trade between Russia and Turkey.
Fadi, we thank you very much indeed for coming in on that one.